Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Steph. I'm a UK mid-sized content creator and I have a little bit of a shopping problem. But today I'm not talking about what I recently bought, although if you're interested, I can obviously share that. Today I'm going to be talking about what is in my summer capsule wardrobe. I don't know about everyone else, but I really struggle with what to wear during the summer months to my office. I have to commute to London. I live quite a bit outside of London, but I work in London. So I have a train to deal with. I have the tube to deal with. I then have an office to deal with as well in terms of all the different varying temperatures. And I just want to I want to look nice. I want to look professional. I want to look cool in the sense that I'm not like looking like a sweaty mess, which is what sometimes I feel like it can look like in the summer. So yeah, this is my 14-piece capsule wardrobe of tried and tested items that I know are just going to work for me over the next coming months as I navigate the office. So I thought I'd share them with you. We've got some here. I couldn't fit them all, so some are in a different room as well. But I'm going to talk through each piece by piece, and then show you how I would style it as well, in the hope that, you know, maybe this provides a little bit of inspiration for you too. So yeah, enjoy the video. Starting off with my newest dress and the one that I'm most excited to wear when the weather gets a little bit better. And it's this one from Marks and Spencer's. And yes, I do appreciate it is still incredibly frustrating that we cannot order online. Trust me, I feel the pain. I actually managed to snag this just before that happened. I haven't yet had a chance to wear it just because the weather's not been that hot. But I find dresses like this, for me, are perfect for the office. I can obviously layer it with a blazer. That linen one is the one that I choose to usually, or would use to pair this with. But equally, I can also feel quite comfortable going kind of no blazer or no cardigan. The straps are quite thick, which I quite like. Yes, okay, my arms will be out, but do you know what? They're just arms. So I don't really mind just getting my arms out in the summer months. I'm finally at a stage where I'm just going to get them out because I don't want to be too hot. So this is one that I'm very much looking forward to. It's also a great length as well. It's nice at the top as well. It's not too low, which for me is something that I'm always a little bit conscious about. Next up, we have another dress, and this style of dress, as you can see, because I'm currently wearing a very similar style, is one that I absolutely love. This is from M&Co. I know I bang on about this, but I got my colours done. Turns out I'm an autumn. That became my whole entire personality. And now I specifically try to wear things that fit within the autumn palette because one, it just makes dressing a lot easier, and two, I just know it's going to suit me. So that's the reason why all of these colours are very much the same kind of palette. But this style of dress I absolutely love. I love the fact that it looks as if it's, you know, could it be a t-shirt and a skirt? Is it a dress? It is a dress. But I find that these are just really useful pieces in my wardrobe. As you can see, I do have a navy one. This is from two at Sainsbury's last year. This is new though. This is new from M&Co. Again, in terms of styling, I think this works great with blazers. I like the fact that it's quite a dark khaki. So it means that you can kind of go quite dark with your blazer, potentially a black, or you can go a bit lighter with the linen as well. Or you could go completely kind of monotone with, monochrome. I'm not quite sure what the right wording is, but you could go completely in one look if you wanted to also add a khaki blazer as well. Again, this is a great length for me. I like the fact that it's a t-shirt at the top. It's very comfortable to wear, and I quite like that it's a jersey material. Obviously, that poplin cotton is just a very easy fabric to wear underneath. This one does have pockets, I believe. This navy one definitely does, and I'm pretty sure this one does as well. Again, it's not too low at the top. In fact, it's quite high neck, which is really nice. It's got sleeves as well if you prefer to kind of keep the tops of your arms covered. And yeah, I love the midi length on me. So this is another great dress for the summer wardrobe. So we've been talking about blazers quite a bit. Might as well show you some of my favourites. The first one is this one. This one is quite new into my wardrobe. I actually picked this up. Well, not this particular one. I picked up this style of one last year in a navy, wore it to death, saw that it came out this year in a very much kind of cream linen. I like the fact that it's double-breasted. It is slightly oversized on me. I went for the L. I prefer blazers to be a little bit more oversized, and I do love to wear this one with the sleeves rolled up. I just think a sleeves rolled up on a blazer is just quite a chic look. I also love the fact that because this is such a neutral colour, it pretty much goes with so much. I can wear this over the dresses. I can wear this with a midi skirt. I can wear this with a whole variety of different trousers, whether that be kind of cropped wide leg jeans, or whether that's my khaki trousers or even my pink ones as well. Yeah, I just love how much of a workhorse this blazer is. And although it is linen, I find it doesn't crease that much. But also, I think we're all in agreement, right, that if anything can crease, linen can crease, because it's a bugger trying to keep that stuff not creased. Another blazer, and this one is also from H&M. Honestly, H&M sometimes do the best blazers. Sometimes they're not great, but sometimes they have some real gems, and I feel like I'm quite good at picking out what's a good blazer in H&M and what maybe is more of an average blazer. But this one is definitely a good blazer. It is slightly heavier material, so this is definitely one more to wear when the mornings are a lot cooler than what the afternoon is going to be, because that obviously happens quite a lot here in the UK. But I love the fact that this one is obviously khaki. Obviously, you know, khaki is my colour. But I also like the fact that this one is already ruched on the sleeves. You don't have to roll this one up anymore. Obviously, you could do if you wanted to. But I really appreciate the fact that this one is already ruched. So it already kind of gives that a bit more relaxed vibe to it, which I really appreciate. Again, this is just a great layering piece. You can wear this with different types of trousers. So again, with my wide leg crop jeans, I think this one looks really nice. But again, over dresses as well. Could also wear this with the khaki trousers if you wanted a full khaki trouser look. But I also just think this is such a versatile piece that I know I'll get a lot of wear out of over the summer, because I got a hell of a lot of wear out of it over last autumn, winter as well. So yeah, this is such a great piece. Unfortunately, I did pick this up last year. You're going to have to hunt vintage for a piece similar to this, but honestly, such a great blazer. The only thing I would say is I did size up last year. So I got the XL last year. And what I would say is that as I've lost weight from last year into this year, I do wonder whether this is just looking slightly too big now, but I'm going to keep wearing it just until I can find slightly smaller size on Vinted, because I love this blazer. Next up, we've got another blazer. This is another H&M blazer. This is another linen blazer from H&M. This one is single-breasted though, and it's obviously black. Now, controversial, I think black is perfectly acceptable to wear in the summer. I know some people think it's way more of an autumn-winter colour. Personally think it looks great in the summer months as well. Again, just like the fact that because this is linen, it's just a little bit more lightweight. But again, black's such a versatile colour that it goes with so many things, especially so many of the colours that I tend to wear. This looks great with the khaki trousers that I've got. It looks great with my wide leg crop jeans. Also works really well over the khaki dress, because that khaki is such a dark khaki. You can kind of go dark with your accessories. You can do it a little bit lighter as well. But yeah, I find this is, again, such a workhorse in my wardrobe, and black is just such a classic. It is a linen, so I probably wouldn't wear this too much in the autumn winter just because it would be a bit too thin. But over spring summer, this is just a fab little blazer to wear, because yeah, just is it that extra layering piece that you need in your wardrobe, and it just goes with so much too. Moving on to bottoms, and first up I've got these wide leg cropped jeans. Now I know what you're thinking, this is a video all about what to wear to work in the summer months. Why have we got jeans here? Well, if your office is a little bit like mine, then jeans are acceptable. And frankly, they're one of the staples of my work wardrobe. What I love most about these is the fact that they're not like a blue denim. They're obviously a cream denim. They are wide leg. They're a wide leg cropped is what they're known as. And I really appreciate that. I did get these in the longer length. These are from Marks and Spencer's. But what I will say is I actually picked these up in store, because obviously you can't order online at the moment. Only thing I would say is that I did want some of the other colours. They also come in white. They also come in a light blue denim and a dark denim. And I think they also do a red. I'm not sure red would be my colour of choice, but you know, it's there for some. I did pick these up in the longer length. I just felt the regular length was just a little bit too, I don't know, a little bit too short for the look that I wanted. But again, because these are cream, they're just such a neutral colour that seems to go with so much. These go really well with my short sleeve knitted tops. They also go really well with the linen shirts as well. And the linen top that I've got to show as well, because yeah, it's a neutral. It just seems to go with so much. Again, looks great with the blazers as well. And I think this is perfect for those offices that have a bit more of a smart casual dress code. Obviously, if your office is incredibly professional and you've got to, you know, really dress up to the office, these might not work for you. But for those of us who work in more smart casual environments, these are a great staple. And I want to say these were £35, which I thought was actually quite good value for money. Next up, we've got these trousers. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, these aren't neutral, Steph. These aren't khaki. These aren't black. What colour are these? These are salmon. And I really like them, which is why they're in this little edit that I've pulled together. These are from River Island. I get most of my wide leg work trousers from River Island. I honestly think they do some of the best ones. I love the colour of these though. Again, these work really well with some of my kind of darker pieces. So I've got a burgundy top that I love to wear with this, but I also think this kind of pale pink works really nice with pale blue. Again, I have a little something to show you that will match with this. But these are just fab to wear. What I love most about these is that they don't crease. They wash really well. I don't have to iron them. Like, they're practically perfect. They are ever so slightly long on me. I think I'm going to have to get these tailored, but I really like the color of these. I like the way that they just hang on my body. I think they're incredibly flattering to wear. And I like the fact that, you know, it just lightens up the outfit a little bit. It just adds a little bit of color for the summer months. And I mean, if you can't wear salmon pink in summer, when can you? Next up, we've got another pair of trousers. These are also from Rhode Island, and we're back in the usual color palette here with the khaki. I did get these, a couple of months ago, I want to say, and I did wear them quite a bit as we were moving out of kind of winter into spring. But I think these will also work really well for summer as well. They are actually quite lightweight to wear. Again, great length on me, great shape on me. I find them incredibly flattering. Again, they wear really well, they wash really well, you don't have to iron them. Like, they're practically perfect in every sense of the word. I like the fact that obviously khaki is such a strong colour in my wardrobe that I have a lot of things that work with khaki, hence the reason I get a lot of wear out of these. They work great with those sort of knitted short sleeved tops from H&M. Also work really good with the linen shirts as well. And yeah, my blazers all seem to match with these colours as well, so these just work really hard for me in my wardrobe. And if I want to look a little bit more professional, then I usually always opt for a pair of wide leg trousers. They're just like a fail safe in my work wardrobe. And then finally, for the bottom half, we have a midi skirt. I think we all know how much I appreciate a midi skirt. I love the midi length. Obviously love this colour. I did pick this up last year, end of last year. I want to say autumn last year, autumn, winter last year. I picked this up. It's from New Look. It's got a little bit of a shine to it, but I really like that. I think a midi skirt is a great alternative to perhaps a bit of a shorter skirt in the summer months. I personally feel more comfortable in a midi skirt if I'm going to work. And yeah, if you want to not wear a dress, absolutely a skirt works really well. I think this goes so well with my knitted short sleeve tops. It also goes really well with linen shirt as well. And yeah, I get a lot of wear out of this, especially pairing it with either a ballet flat or an open toe sandal, both of which I wear to the office a lot. So yeah, get a lot of wear out of a midi skirt like this. And then finally, we're on to tops. The first one is this burgundy number from John Lewis. It's technically called chocolate brown, but I feel like this is more burgundy. This works so well with the creams that I've got in my work wardrobe, as well as that salmon pink pair of trousers. I just like the fact that this just adds a little bit more colour. Okay, is a bit more of a darker colour. And I know burgundy was so big in autumn, winter last year, but I feel like burgundy is just one of my colours that I'm just going to keep in my wardrobe no matter what the season. Because it's linen, because it's short sleeve, I think the colour just works really well in summer. Again, it's perfect to wear to the office because it is a bit of a linen. As you can see though, it obviously does crease quite a bit, but we're going to forgive it because it's linen and that's just what linen does. I personally don't mind the fact that this is a short sleeve or sleeveless to wear to my office. As I've already said, I'm slowly getting to grips with the fact that it's absolutely fine for me to have my arms out. They're just arms, and it's really not as much of a big deal as I used to make it out to be in my head. But I really like this. I like the fact that it's just quite a kind of simple shaped top. And now we've got two different linen shirts. I've got one in the pale blue, I've got one in the white. I just find these work so well for me in the summer months when I'm going to work. Like the fact that you can have these sleeves rolled down for in the mornings when it's still probably about 10 degrees cooler than what it's actually going to be. And then you can roll them up, obviously, as the weather gets a little bit warmer. I find a shirt is still such a great staple for me at work, especially during the summer months. And again, because it's linen, it's just more of a summer material. It's very breathable. It's very lightweight to wear. Again, the blue goes really well with my salmon stuff. It goes really well with my cream stuff. The white, obviously, I mean, white pretty much goes with everything, right? I can wear this with all my different trousers. I can wear this with that midi skirt as well. You could also, if you wanted to, use the shirt as a bit more of a layering piece. So almost wearing it, not quite as a cardigan, but wearing it with something underneath and then the shirt over the top, if you wanted to do that as well. Again, these are from H&M. I think H&M do some great linen pieces. I mean, most of my work wardrobe I feel like is quite a bit H&M heavy. But yeah, love both of these. I got these pretty recently as well. Always worth picking up their linen pieces when they do their member only 15% off deals, just to, you know, save yourselves a little bit more money. And finally, we have the two short sleeve knitted tops from H&M that I've been talking about quite a bit. This one is in the white, kind of off-white cream colour, and this one is more of a biscuit colour. I get so much wear out of both of these. This one looks particularly good with Khaki. Obviously this one looks good with Khaki as well, but I find I tend to turn to the biscuit one more for the Khaki items and this one for like all the others that I tend to wear. But I find these to be incredibly useful pieces in my wardrobe. They were also complete bargains from H&M. I want to say they were $12.99 each. So yeah, and I also picked these up actually when they did their 15% off, so I got them for even less. They do also come in a grey and I think one other colour, maybe a black. I personally like more of these colours. I think they go a bit better with some of the stuff that I've got in that work wardrobe. But again, useful pieces seem to go with so much and are actually quite a breathable, light fabric to wear in the summer. So that is it for all the clothes. It's time to quickly touch on some of the accessories. So first up are these shoes. These I got from M&S. Again, I got them way before the whole you can't order online thing happened. I really like these because these are wide fit. I have wide feet, so finding nice sandals that are wide foot friendly can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. I like the fact that these have a very kind of short block heel. They're also square toed, which I just find is just quite an interesting detail to the shoe. I just find these incredibly comfortable to wear and I've worn these like all day. They are very comfortable because I think the heel is so low. It's perfect to wear to the office. Again, it's a great colour. It's a neutral colour. These I find go really well with my trousers. They go really well with the skirt. They go really well with the dresses as well. So yeah, these are just the kind of shoe that goes with everything. If though you don't want to get your toes out in the office, which is completely understandable, another alternative I would say is the ballet flat. I really like a neutral kind of ballet flat. Again, this one's very neutral because we've got the cream with the black toes. Again, these just go with so much. They are, I guess, a little bit more professional wearing to the office. These are obviously quite sturdy ballet flats. They're not super flimsy little plimp-soley ones, but yeah, really like these. These go again with so much. I think they look really nice with dresses. They look really nice with the trousers. They even look really nice with those cropped jeans and the midi skirt as well. So again, another great alternative. And if a ballet flat isn't for you and neither is an open-toed sandal, let's not forget the humble samba, because I feel like these are the trainers that you can absolutely wear with whatever you want. As I've already mentioned, I work in an office where it's very much smart casual, so a samba is usually my shoe of choice most days. I like the fact that these are more leather than they are suede, so it's easier to kind of keep looking nice. They're obviously a neutral colour. They pretty much go with everything, and yeah, who doesn't love a samba, because they are also incredibly comfortable to wear. So that has been my summer capsule wardrobe video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite item has been. Don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next one.